Once you get logged into Moodle, it's pretty easy to start editing your class. So if you start at the My Home page, then in the navigation block, you'll see where you have My Courses. And if you do the down arrow next to My Courses, you'll see all of the courses that you're currently in. And then you just click on the name of the course you'd like to go to. And then that'll bring that course up. And so the first thing we're going to do is look at the structure of the course. At the top of all of the pages on our Moodle site are links to various things. We have distance learning resources for you and your students. We have the same basic information that's provided on the website. And then finally we have free downloads that are provided by technology services. So looking at your class, you've got a navigation block, which is always there. You've got your settings, which are always there. And then you've got some other resources that are currently there, but we can move them around or delete them depending on what you want to do. You've got your calendar, and you've got your academic honesty policy. This shows up on every page. And on the login page, I'm sure you noticed that it shows up right underneath of your login. This is just a little reminder for your students. So the first thing we need to do is turn our editing on. And then we will see more information, editing options, view options, that sort of thing. And one thing that we can do in Moodle 2 now that we couldn't do before is called docking. So any block that you see this little white square will allow you to dock it. So if you click on that little white square, it's going to pop itself up here. Here's our settings block. And then you can access everything from up there. And so if you're worried about having too much stuff in the way, you can just dock up everything that you don't want to use and then access it from there. Makes it pretty simple. If you decide later that you want it to be back out again, you can just click on the white square again and it'll put it right back where it came from. If you want to put all of the blocks back, you can click on the one at the bottom, undock all, and that'll put all of them back where they started from. Now all of these RCC resources, James Library, these two are available up here, RCC resources and the James Library for here, and then I believe as well in these other areas. So you can hide these or show them, you can dock them, go ahead and put them away. I believe after a while they'll probably go away altogether, but since everybody's used to them, we'll have them up there for a while. You've also got your messages block. Now if there's blocks that you want to use that you don't see, you can add those. The one we're going to add in this example is the QuickMail. And let me scroll here. So these are all of the blocks that are options. Once the block is within the course, it won't show up here anymore. But we're going to do the QuickMail. And so when you add a new block, it puts the block directly above the Add a Block section. Now you can use this little arrow to move it wherever you want, and you'll get dotted lines any place that you are able to put that block. So if I want to move my QuickMail right here, just click on it and then it'll show up there. Now the nice thing about QuickMail while we're here is that this allows you to email the students in your class, and it also keeps a history of the emails that you've sent. So I want to make a new email, and I have no users in my class, so it's not going to let me. But you can just go there and that will email it. Now this took me all the way back to home, so I'm just going to go back to courses and the course that I was in. One nice thing that you can do is do your signatures. And so if you have a signature that you're used to using in group-wise, say this is my normal signature, I'm just going to come in here and copy this out and then paste it in here. I'm going to make it my default. And you can still go in here and format anything that you'd like, change things to italic, add any extra information. And you could create one of these for each of your courses or however you want to do it. and we'll save our changes. And then when you send an email out using the QuickMail, you'll be able to use it. Now this is only going to go for this class. The link here. Now if you wanted this to show up on all of your pages, you can come up here and click on the configuration, and this will let you know where the block is going to go and how it's going to show up. So original block location is on the course, display on page types, and we're going to say any page, default region, and we'll say the second column, default weight, and this is where it'll be from the top. And so -10 is first, +10 is the last in the column. You want visible, and so on. And so we're just going to save our changes. And so now it'll be here, and it should be, even if we go into another section, let's say we go into our calendar, we should still get QuickMail. So we have it available to us now on all of our pages within the course. So anyway, this is adding a block to this particular section. Eventually I'll probably have the QuickMail block by default in everybody's classes. And so if that block is already there, you may choose another one. We've got lots of blocks for you to choose from.